Right. Hey, what's up? It was SamPaul on another episode of Coffee with SamPaul at the Adelaide Airport, because this lovely lady, Saara Lamberg, is about to jet set off promoting her new film, Westermarck Effect. But yeah, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to me, Saara.
Thank you so much for having me. It's exciting. Thank you for the cup of coffee.
Oh, yes, of course. It's all about
delicious.
the coffee. I always end up with a little chocolate moustache because I get the mocha. So yeah, as I mentioned in the intro, you're pushing your new movie, Westermarck Effect. How did that come about? I guess is a good way to start. How did the film come to be? Because you're the producer, writer, and director.
Yeah.
A woman of many talents.
I suppose I call myself a workaholic sometimes.
Yep.
I just like working more than I like anything else, I think, in this world.
Yep, that's fair. If you love what you do.
Yeah, I mean, I love art, and films for me, it's art. And everything that I do is just to create a piece of art, basically.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
And whatever if I need to make a cup of coffee, I'll do that. If I need to act, I'll do that. If I need to walk on the red carpet, I'll do that. But whatever it takes to get that art piece made and then out there into the world for the audience to see. So this is my second feature film.
Yes, I did hear that.
And having made my first feature film, I got told about this gap that a lot of directors fall into where they never get past their first feature.
Okay.
And I was determined to not fall into that gap, and I was just very motivated by the first one and had a bit of a cast and crew around me.
Yep.
So a lot of the people in Westermarck Effect were also helping me with Innuendo.
That's fantastic.
So sort of, we were showing Innuendo at festivals and then starting to make Westermarck Effect at the same time.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah.
So I guess it's like using the momentum as well to create more work.
Yeah, I can understand that, and it's good to keep that momentum going.
Yeah, plus just as a practitioner, I just used to get so depressed after a project if I didn't have something else to look forward to.
Yeah.
So that's sort of another reason to just always have the next project coming up.
Definitely.
So I kind of avoid those holes a little bit, the emotional holes that I can fall into then.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I love that, and I think most people that create would be the same. They'll either fall into the hole, or they will constantly keep creating something to keep that momentum going, and keep themselves, dare I say, sane? I don't know, maybe not the right word, but
some people call it passion. At this point, I call it obsession.
Yeah. That's good. I mean, you know what? I think when you have that obsession for something you do, particularly when it comes to creating art, I think it's really it really shows, because you really give it everything you've got.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't make work for myself, and I know other people that work with me and dedicate so much of their lives just making these films happen that I think they deserve to have their work seen. And I think they're good films. I wouldn't put anything out there if I didn't think it was worth seeing.
Yeah, 100%.
So I know there are artists that say that they make work for themselves and they don't care about what other people think. I'm definitely not one of them.
Yeah.
Definitely not. I wouldn't be doing what I was doing if I didn't hear that it was, worthwhile doing.
Yeah, definitely.
Why would a human want to do that? I guess there are some people that are so self-assured, but I'm definitely not.
Yeah.
I need to know that I'm taking the right steps, and when the film gets into festivals, so if it wins an award, or if a critic somewhere says that it was worthwhile their time, that for me is that validation I need that I'm on the right path to make more work.
100%. 100%. Yeah, I mean, it's all fuzzy and warm to say, you're doing it just because you like creating art, but like you said, if you're not sort of learning to make the right steps to make it, reach people and things, I used to say that when I was making music, I just do it for myself, but the reality of it was, as soon as I started to find myself reaching people and connecting with people, and I guess sometimes even helping people by sharing my stories and then making them feel, like they weren't alone in what they're dealing with, that became far more important to me than just doing it because I enjoy doing it.
Yeah, I think a lot of us use art as a way to communicate with other people. Of course, it's about self-expression, but it's also about that dialogue with the person receiving the art. And like for me, for example, what I most enjoy is the Q&A after the film.
Yeah,
that's my favorite part.
No. I would probably say the same. You know, like because I do some workshops with kids in school. We do a little bit of Q&A at the end, and it's such a beautiful thing because you get thrown some questions you would not have expected, and it makes you really think about what you're doing in a different light.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And when people see things and meanings in my work that I didn't even realize were there, because often when I create something, it's such an intuitive process, and I don't try and stomp down a message on any particular film or any particular story that I'm telling. I try and stay sort of just a storyteller that doesn't really express an opinion necessarily.
Yeah, okay.
So it's nice when people see, oh, there was a meaning there. I was like, oh, my intuition must have done that. Or they created it for themselves. They created a meaning in something that I didn't necessarily even mean to say.
Either way, it's a very organic way of doing it, and I think organic kind of gives that authenticity that really I feel needs to connect with people.
I remember always hearing as a child, just be yourself, and being very, very confused with that statement.
Yeah.
Because also you get these influences from all around you, and you go to school and there's so many people influencing you there, and so they should be, because you need to be taught about stuff. But the whole idea of being yourself, I think my work will always be just exploring what on earth is that. And if someone sees some authenticity in it, that's great, because I certainly don't feel it.
Yeah.
I feel, and I remember at university being told to steal as many ideas as you possibly can.
Which kind of contradicts
just
yourself,
completely, just all the time, just being like absorbing the world around you, absorbing the ideas. And some of the greats, like David Lynch, has written books about this, about fishing ideas. And so what is the self within all that?
Yeah, that's true.
You're just this observant mushroom, just getting all the influence from around you, and that becomes the self.
Yeah, I think while you're speaking, that was kind of going through my head. I'm thinking, it's like saying be yourself is almost somewhat of an oxymoron, because it's like when you are yourself, there's still influence, like you were saying, like from left, right, and centre, like from your parents, from your school, from your friends, from things you watch or listen to or whatever. There's always influences. We're born basically an empty sponge.
Yeah.
We are not really anything until we have influences in a sense,
Yeah.
And that is a very, very good point you bring up there. I've never thought of it like that until now, and now my brain's like.
And certainly I always felt very inadequate as myself. Like if I would be just always doing exactly what I would want to be doing, I don't want to be just lying down, not do anything. People just do everything for me whilst they adore everything that I am.
Yeah.
But that's never been the case for me. I don't know if it is the case for someone else in this world, but I certainly have to put in effort to operate in this world, to do things and not to just lie back and enjoy myself. That's not possible.
Yeah.
But if you ask me what did I really want to do, that would be my answer. I would not want to be doing anything whilst people did everything for me.
Wow.
But right, you would just do whatever you wanted at any given time. Like I could just go up to anyone and just kiss them, and that wouldn't cause a problem. Like that, wouldn't that be an ideal way of being, where you could just do exactly what you wanted at any given time? But how did that society operate?
Yeah, no, that's right.
So you can't be yourself.
Not really, not in that respect. No. So.
Is this? I don't know. Does this make any sense?
Yeah,
I feel like I'm. Yeah.
It's I don't know. I'd almost go so far as to say you're speaking quite profoundly. Like it's very deep what you're saying. Like it sounds simple in one respect, but at the same time, there's a lot of depth to what you're saying, because it makes you really think. And I think coming back to what we're here about, which is your movie, art is, in my opinion, meant to make you think. So coming back to kind of why we're here. So what's happening with Westermarck Effect? I know you've been slowly building a bit of a national launch. I believe, if I'm looking correctly here, you've got one on the 16th of March in Adelaide at the Odeon Star SamPaul Theatre, which is what an amazing place to be showing it.
It's such a beautiful cinema, and the family that run it is they're just very lovely people, and I went there to see another film, Pub the Movie by Anthony Leewald yesterday, and it was similar kind of setting where there's a Q&A afterwards. Dick Dale was the local Adelaide filmmaker. Dick Dale was there hosting it, and just such a lovely community of people that really care about film and music and art, and it's just a great community feel to the whole place. So I feel very fortunate to have the film there.
Definitely. I mean, clearly you've got somebody that they see a lot of potential in so but I feel like cinemas like that, they really do are focused more on the actual film and the story, whereas all I hear about when I hear about the big chain cinemas is, oh, we've got the best seats, oh, we've got the best sound system, we've got the best this and best that. And you know what? I'd rather have a good story over any. It's really great to see people like yourself making these really great movies that are focused on a good story and remembering why we make films and music and all this kind of art in the first place. Yeah,
thank you. I just want to mention as well that the advocacy that's been very strong here in Adelaide for my films. I had the cast of Oneirik, so Ben Davenport and Joel Mystique, they actually flew from Adelaide to Melbourne for the Australian premiere of Westermarck Effect, and they were then instrumental in getting the film here to the audience.
Yeah, that's
so
amazing.
It was basically because of those two that the film gets seen by Adelaide.
I know Joel here.
Yeah.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, and then Dick Dale was very helpful as well. Kim Perling. So there's been a lot of people that have been sort of assisting. Just awareness around indie film. It's so difficult because like big films have got marketing budgets, but my film has been pushing it on social media.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have any money to market it or to find those audiences. So just that advocacy of people that have seen it or have come across it has been just life-changing for their lifespan of the film.
Most definitely. I mean, to me, that just epitomizes the authenticity we're talking about in the art itself. Is that it's very ground level, very street level, the way you market it. Because, like you said, the budget's not there like the big films.
There's a lot to be said about exposure, and I know people that have, for example, seen my films that are often say, oh, I wouldn't normally go and watch an art house film, but I really enjoyed it. But then why not?
Yeah.
So it is just about, and accessing some of these independent films has been made so difficult. That like getting these couple of cinemas in Australia currently, I've got one in Melbourne and one in Adelaide showing my film, and it's so much hard work getting to that stage where people can actually see it.
Exactly.
As an independent filmmaker, we just need more exposure, some kind of better system in people accessing the art house films, because I believe that once they see them, they will actually enjoy them and see the value in them.
Most definitely. But
it's brain food. Brain food.
It is, and I love that about it. I love that. I always feel, I don't know. I just love consuming art, whether it's a book, whether it's a CD, a vinyl, a movie. Whatever the art is, no matter. I always feel so good and so. I don't know, I can't think of the right word I'm looking for. I'm thinking wholesome, but that's not the word I'm known for. But definitely there's a wholesomeness to consuming the art that's around us.
Yeah. And if I hate anything passionately, it's chit chat and small talk.
Yes.
So I'm very glad that we didn't even do any.
I don't think we did. I think hello was the closest we got to.
I don't think I even said that.
Well, no, maybe you didn't. No, you did. You just gave me a knowing look across the room, like, I know who you are and you know who I am. Let's do it. We
hello.
I think the cafe worker that we ordered the coffee from got more small talk than we gave each other, which is fine. Yeah. But just to recap though, so the movie is the Westermarck Effect. You've also got the what would you call it, a show?
Adelaide
Punk
Fringe
Trilogy?
Show.
Oh, Adelaide Fringe Show, which
Yeah.
of course is the big thing for Adelaide right at this point in time. It's called Punk Trilogy, beginning, middle and end. A Saara Lamberg production. And yeah, the Westermarck Effect hopefully will be available in more cinemas as time goes on, but currently it's being shown in Melbourne and Adelaide.
Yeah, so if you're in Adelaide, 16th of March, it's your one chance of seeing it at
There
the
you go.
Audience Star.
For now.
Yeah,
I predict big things.
Punk Trilogy is on at the Atura Adelaide, which is a really cool venue on Curry Street.
Oh, fantastic.
12th, 13th and 14th of March.
Excellent, that's awesome. So I've got information here that I'll put up in the comments of the YouTube video so that people can check it out. Hopefully, as I said, hopefully it does spread further and becomes viewable in other states. And I know a little while ago you were doing a big push to try and get people to recommend it to Netflix. So if you're watching this and you want to see Saara's movies available on Netflix, please do Google Netflix how to recommend shows, and it'll come up with a link. I might even try and find the link as well and put it below as well. Please do recommend her film, The Westermarck Effect, because it deserves to be seen by more than just Adelaide and Melbourne, although I'm very grateful that we are one of the chosen few right now. But yeah, I do pretty big things for you. Like, you've got a great aura about you, and you know, you're creating some great art, and you've obviously got a good team behind you, which makes a huge difference as well. A lot of support, which is fantastic. And yeah, I can't thank you enough for taking the time out. She's literally about to board a flight. to jet set across Australia to further push the film, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So, you know, I was very fortunate to squeeze in a bit of time to have a chat and talk about the film and everything else we've discussed today. So, thank you so much, Saara.
Thank you for asking.
Absolute
Yeah,
pleasure.
and then so nice to meet you and
Likewise.
chat about life.
Yes.
It's always
Got very deep. But, you know, hopefully we'll catch up again and you know, hear about your further success as time goes on. So, you're always welcome on the show.
Thank you so much.
No worries at all. Thank you. All right, peace.